Okay, so the last video I uploaded, I believe, was making these 5-minute epoxy out of this stuff called Easy Mold. It's $30 Canadian on Amazon. I made these ones, and I made these ones. Okay, so this is out of here's the original wood carving too that I did for it, and the original one for this. So with a cheap $5 epoxy from the dollar store, I found out it's best to put the epoxy in warm water first. Let the epoxy get warm, and when mix it up into the stuff, whatever color you're going to use, and then get your paintbrush and then paint inside. Like when the epoxy's still wet, paint inside the mold with the paintbrush really quickly with the epoxy, and then pour the epoxy in, and you'll get way less bubbles. That's pretty good for $5.50 epoxy. Okay, anyway, so it's time to move on with this video series. Will be the last series. So this stuff's called Luna Bin. It's Luna Bean or whatever. It's keepsake hands for like when people get married, they put their hands together and they make a mold of it. Or, you know, like a mother and a child, a father and a child or whatever. So I have my own attention to this. I've had this for about 6 months, so I figured I better use it. So I haven't used this because I didn't know what to do with it. So I've decided that I want to make a mold of my hand holding this. Why not, right? So it'll be molded like this, and maybe later on I could paint the mold or something. So I don't want this video to be too long. I got this on Amazon too. So that's the name of it. And there's 2 bags, there's 2 steps. First step is to mix it, pour it, put your hand in there, let it dry. Like it says 6 minutes, it cures. Then you got to pour the other stuff to get the mold. Okay, so we're going to try it with this. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I've had this lying around. I never knew what I was going to do with it. So let's speed this video up and make it not too long. Okay, so I've taken everything out of the buckets. I've read the instructions. I kind of forget what's going to happen now, but that's okay. I got 12 cups of water in this bucket. Okay. It says you're supposed to get your hands wet so you don't create bubbles on your hands. And I got some extra water here in case it's still too pasty. And so it just says to pour the stuff in, start mixing her up. And I don't know. Just kind of go with the flow, I guess. It says it will start off pink. And then, yeah, okay, so. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be filming this because I'm going to screw. What a mess. Yeah, so. Boy. Oh, it said to have the powder in first. No, yeah, it said to have the water and then pour this in. Should be doing this outside. I'm just trying to remember what all the instructions said to do. Yeah, I should have had something way better set up to do this. I have a feeling I'm not mixing it quick enough. I can still see huge curdles and stuff in there. Okay. Now I'm going to get my hand wet again, clean everything off my hand. Put this in my hand. And I want to make sure I don't touch any sides or anything, right? So how you don't want it in your hand. So we want like this. That. So let's dip it in. And I guess we just wait here for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, look at, man. I'm gonna put this on the floor and let it dry. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. You can see here everything's molded up. The mold's good. I still have a little bit of mold stuff I forgot to pour in the friggin' thing, so I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm sure this isn't gonna work out, but you never know. So now I gotta try and wiggle my hand out of the mold, and I want to keep the wooden piece in there, right? So yeah, there you go. Just kind of. Okay, so there, you look in there, you can see it. You can see the wood thing there, the plastic thing. So I gotta read the instructions again. And I don't know, first of all, I gotta clean up this friggin' mess. Should have mixed it up. Next side, definitely I'd do it outside with one of those drill cement mixers and mix it a lot better. So if it works out, if it does, it's good. If it doesn't, oh well. Okay, so I've mixed up the casting agent stuff in this, and I don't know. We'll just pour her in the hole. Pour her in the hole. Oops, get this cable out of there. And I'm gonna pour it higher so maybe bubbles will. If I can get this, man, this is hard to do while filming. Maybe that's creating more bubbles. So there we go, I guess. Because I didn't use two hands, I got lots of extra casting stuff left over. I'm going to put the stick in there, kind of. Get rid of some bubbles, I guess. I don't know. I have a good feeling this isn't going to work out, but. Then I guess I'll just leave it for a day. Or however how long. I'll leave it. They say leave it for 24 hours. I'll leave it for 48 hours. Well, no. I'll leave it for 24 hours. Anyways. Some of you guys might be like, you're putting more bubbles in it right now when you're doing that. Well. Whatever. Maybe I want to put more bubbles in it. Maybe that's my plan. Okay, so that's it. And let this dry for 40 billion years and I'll be back. Okay, so here it is in my sink. It's been about 6 hours. They say you can remove it after 2 or 3 hours, but I give it some extra time. They said do not leave it for 24 hours and yada, yada, yada. So I got this butter knife here just to show, take it apart, the edges off slowly. I'm not going to take this whole thing apart. You can see the texture. It's just kind of this weird. It's not like rubber, but it's just pretty soft. What would the world be? Malleable. So I'm not going to take this whole thing apart on camera. Sorry, zoom in. I'm not going to take this whole thing apart on camera, but you can see how it comes apart like that, right? So you can see I just split it. It's like just this weird kind of clay stuff, a little bit rubbery. So I'll get it all apart and then I'll be back. Oh, what's that? I see fingers there. Fingernails. I don't see any bubbles yet. So, but there's the mold. So I gotta really take my time because I don't want to break these fingers, right? Because it should be solid, like with two hands together. So yeah, okay. I'll just keep on plugging. There's the pinky. Yep. 1, 2, 3. There's the hand. You can see some air bubbles there. That's okay. Take it easy, Jordy. There's the mold. Okay, so I got it all out of the stuff. I still got lots of stuff inside there to take out. See those things there, those bumps, those would be air bubbles, but it's pretty good. Details in the fingernails. Lots of cleaning up to do, but I pushed this thing so hard into my hand when I was waiting for the mold. You see there? Let's see here. That's cool. That's super cool. But anyways, it's squished into my hand here. Right here. And it's the same with the fingers. So I don't know how I'm going to pop this mold out of here and put a new one in. I'm just going to go sit, drink my coffee some more. It's morning time. And figure it out. Guess so. Yep. Okay, so I got lots of the stuff out of here when I was standing at the sink, and then I said I better get it to my carving room. It's a little bit loose here in the pinky. You can see a big, huge air bubble there, but I saved extra stuff. You can see air bubbles underneath all these fingers. Well, because the air could have got... Anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but you can see air bubble. But I got enough stuff to repair it all. So, and you can see that all the air bubbles in here. They give you sandpaper just to kind of, when it's still wet, sand the air bubble things off or deficiency things. Because this isn't too... You're losing the skin texture a bit, but that's okay. You're going to paint this thing anyway. I'm painting this thing anyways. And this is carvable stuff too, guys, so you can carve it after. So, but anyways, that's not my goal right now. My goal is to try and get this plastic thing out of here. You see how it's tucked in there? I was pushing too hard on it. I think if I get this pinky off, I can do it, but I just don't know. I'm going to have to keep chipping away at it. I have a feeling like I'm going to have to take these two fingers off, and then I can glue them back on and fix them up with the paste. But it's pretty cool anyways, isn't it? Because I'd like to get this thing out to be able to paint the hand. I don't have to, and get everything. If I get this thing out of here, it would sure make life a lot easier. That's for sure. Don't forget I have other molds too. So, you know, if I need to cut this one, I could cut it. I think maybe if I cut it here, here, and here, then pull it out, then I can glue this piece. I think it would be easier gluing this back together and making it look like that's never broken than gluing the fingers back together. I don't know. You know? Okay. So now you can really see those air bubbles under the fingers. See right there? But I got it all cleaned up. I got it sanded up okay. I got a couple more spots I got to sand. I just ran it under warm water with sandpaper, and it was super easy to sand. Super easy. You see here, you probably can't, but you see here it's smoother than it is here. But anyways, I still can't get this. You hear that? I can wiggle it in there, but I still can't get it out. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try my hot air gun, see if this will turn rubbery and I could bend it out of there. So let's try that, I guess. I hope it doesn't wreck this stuff because this stuff isn't cured yet. This stuff takes a full 14 days to cure properly. So anyways, let's try it. Okay, so I stopped using the hot air gun and I just put a wet rag underneath here and something on the pinky. So I don't know if this stuff, I just thought it would be safer to put it underneath there so I don't burn the hand. Anyways, I'll continue to use the gun. Hell yeah! All right! Sweet! Okay, now we're talking. Now we are talking. Business time. Okay, if you ask me, it worked out like a hot friggity damn. There's a few little bubbles here. It's okay. Well, there's lots, but it's okay. Now I want to try and fix these air bubbles. I don't really have to fix these air bubbles because when the hand's standing up like this, you don't see them looking at it straight on, right? But I just want to fix them up anyways. There's half of one here. See, there's one there. Let's see here. That's where the thing goes. There's a bubble there. Big. See my finger fin there? And there's one here. So I've mixed up this paste already. I mixed it really thick. It's going to cure a lot faster because there's less water, right? So this is this paste that I had left over. So what I'm going to do is just kind of fill those bubbles up a bit. Okay, so there's one. I don't want to get in the area where the thing was sitting, right? And I don't have the best patience for this. Okay, and where's the last one? Right here. Oh, come on, should have had a rag here. Yeah, I can already feel this stuff trying to cure. So you can see there the holes are filled. They're not perfect, but at least they're filled. So I'm going to let that dry. Sand it off. If you look here, you see little tiny pinhole things. I don't care about that. They're everywhere. Not everywhere, really, just straight here. But forget it. I'm not going to fix those. Well, maybe I can just put a quick thing on here and rub it into getting the holes. I mix this up a lot thicker than they said to mix it because I wanted it to hold in here, right? Anyways. There, all those little bubbles are gone. Those little pinholes. I'd say hot friggity damn, that's what I'd say. I'd say for all the mistakes that I did when mixing it and not stirring it good enough, I'd say it's a success. But one thing I want to say, I know when this thing dries, it's going to shrink. So this isn't, here's the one. This is discolored. I'll have to repaint it. It's going to shrink. So when it's, in another 14 days, I might have a problem fitting this back into where it originally was, right? I might have to do some modifications. But it's okay. I'm with that. I'm okay with that. It's art. So anyways, I'm going to leave this now, and I guess that will be... I don't even need to sand where I did the repair. It's already good enough. I'd say hot friggity damn. It's wicked. Okay, so the next video for this, I'm going to make a base. We're going to fasten this to the base. I'm going to paint the hand, and well, yeah, it's going to be like a month away. Because with this stuff, it's best to leave it as long as you can till you just quit talking, Dre. I see another little spot there. Let's just fix that up right now. And we'll call this a video. I'll call it a success. I sure would. I think you guys probably will too. Besides the molding pros out there. Sorry, I'm not a molding pro. Oh, we got a couple bolts. Let's fix them all up. I got lots of scars on my hand anyway, so... Success! Wouldn't you say? I'd say. To this point so far, I'd call it a success. For sure I would, but what's that bump there? Still not over yet. It's going to be another month before I, like I said. Okay, I'll stop talking. I've said enough. Goodbye. Success.